Welcome back, guys. We are doing another build video. This is my Van Helsing build. Now, this build will be using dual crossbows to dish out large amounts of damage in a very short amount of time. I've also gone ahead and put some persuasion and charisma perks into there. As this is meant to be a main character, feel free to alter that. So going off with the first level, we have Rogue. We are going to be going with 8 Strength, 17 Dexterity, 14 Constitution, and 12 in the rest. Now you can alter these last 3 if you'd like to have higher Constitution or higher Wisdom for your saving throws, but I just chose that lineup because I want to be able to do most things as the main character. Over on to skills proficiencies, I have acrobatics at 5, sleight of hand at 5, stealth at 5. We are not going to be a stealth character. This is very much a combat character. We won't be using stealth too much, but if the opportunity arises, using stealth attacks will, of course, make things a lot easier for you. You have perception at 5 because that is incredibly important for a main character. You need to be very perceptive of hidden things in the world, especially traps. And persuasion at 5 because we're a charismatic monster hunter. Alright. Continuing on. My sexy character. Second level, nothing really happens. We just get that second level abilities like disengage and such. Third level is the magic. We are going with the thief subclass, which gives us fast hands gain an additional bonus action. That means we are going to be doing more attacks with our crossbows. And that's an added bonus, I suppose. Resistance to falling damage. At level 4, we get the most important feat, the sharpshooter. Your ranged weapons attack do not receive penalties from high ground rules. So basically, if you are on the ground and the enemy is above you, that doesn't mean anything. You're still going to attack them perfectly fine. And if you're above them and they're below you, it doesn't really matter. It's all the same. Sharpshooter. Now I have this turned on. This is a toggleable ability. I have this on all the time with this build. Ranged weapon attacks with this weapon you are proficient with have a -5 penalty to an attack roll, but deal an additional 10 damage. Already out of the bat, this is a massive power spike for our character at level 4. You're going to be killing goblins incredibly fast in Act 1. Moving on to level 5. We do not continue the rogue. This is actually the end of the rogue. We are moving on to the fighter class. We want to make sure that we are selecting the archery fighting style when we get that class. Very important. +2 to ranged weapon attacks. Level 2 of fighter, absolutely massive. Once per short rest, we get to use action surge, which gives us another additional action. At the moment, with our first round attacks, I believe we are doing 4 attacks every first initial combat with action surge. Now we are going to go with the subclass Battle Master for the sole reason of precision attacks. Your next weapon attacks gets an attack roll bonus equal to your superiority dice. So that is, of course, 3 for now. That will increase. Now, you can use this outside of combat, so you're ready for your initial strike. at the very start of combat. Next, I like to go with evasive footwork, which allows me to avoid a lot of damage incoming, because we are going to be in the combat. We're not going to be out on the edge. We're going to be in the fray, in danger range. Next, I like to go riposte. It is basically a free attack, free melee attack, so make sure you got some decent melee weapons. Continuing on to level 4 fighter, level 8 character, we get our second feat. Our second feat will be going into crossbow expert. This allows us to no longer have a disadvantage when we are within melee range of enemies, which is big. Turns our ranged class into a close range class while still being able to do damage with those crossbows at their minimum and maximum range. You'll also get your piercing shot inflicts a gaping wound for twice as long. Good to have additional bleed damage out on the field. Now coming up to the end game levels here, we have level 9, the extra attack. Now with action surge, you should be doing 6 attacks at the start of the fight quite easily. Now usually those damage numbers are around from anywhere from 15 to 25 damage. I will be showing a short gameplay clip at the end of this build, so you can see this build in action. Yeah. Another power spike at level 9. And here is our third feat. We're going to pop that straight into our dexterity. Now, if you got the Auntie Ethel, I believe, quest line and you spared her, she will give you a hunk of her flesh that allows you to increase 1 point in any stat. So this is actually 20 for me now. We have 20 dexterity at level 10. Another very nice power spike. Okay, we have additional abilities now. These ones are really, it's really up to you. Disarming attack is really handy to have. Pushing attack can be good as well to insta kill some enemies. These ones are really up to you. It does not matter what you choose. They're very much situational. And the final level and the final feat. That is 4 feats total. And we are going to go... Where is it? Right, down the bottom. Savage Attacker. When making weapon attacks, you roll your damage dice twice and use the highest result. This is going to guarantee that we're always outputting the maximum amount of damage we can with our rolls. Very, very, very big. By this point, we should be in Act 3, maybe halfway through Act 3. And already we are an absolute powerhouse. Gonna go over the gear real quickly. Firstly, I'm just going to go over the gear that actually matters, that I would say always get. Cloak of Displacement. At the beginning of the wearer's turn, the cloak activates, granting enemies disadvantage on attack rolls that target the wearer. This effect lasts until the wearer takes damage. This is absolutely amazing for mitigating damage. Helldusk armor, obviously it's the best in slot for any build. It completely ignores your proficiency, so you can use it on a cloth wearer and they'll be fine. You also gain fly, resistances to fire, and saving throws to burning. Very nice. That's the slot. This bad boy, 2-weapon fighting. When you make an attack with an offhand weapon, you can add your ability modifier to the damage of the attack. So every single time we attack with our secondary, we are adding our ability modifier to that, which is our dexterity, so a +5. Next, we have Helldusk. You don't really need these specific ones. You can use the Misty Step boots that you find in the Underdark. Don't know if I have these on me at the moment. No. So, basically the same thing. It gives us a way to get around the map. Next, we have the Amulet of Greater Health. Increases the wearer's Constitution score to 23. This is... You can have it if you want. Otherwise, you normally have 14. If you do want to use this, like, permanently, I'm probably going to put it on my healer. And just stick with the 14 Kong. But if you do use this, feel free to dump points from Con and put it into Wisdom to increase your saving throws. Next, I have Ring of Free Action. Unwavering. You ignore the effects of difficult terrain, cannot be paralyzed or restrained. Incredibly good because all of those stop us from dealing a lot of damage. And next, we have a ring that's easily missed. It's in the Shar Trials when you kill a doppelganger. Won't go into too much on that. But that's where you find this bad boy, Executioner. When you kill a creature, your next attack roll will be a critical. Once spent, this effect refreshes after a long rest. Now you're seeing a trend here, like we are going to be doing a lot of damage on our first turn. Absolutely obscene amounts of damage. Now I'm going to have a look at show you the elicited powers I'm using. We are using Favorable Beginnings. The first attack roll or ability check you make against a target gains a bonus equal to your proficiency bonus. Very big. And then the Luck of the Firearms. When you make a successful attack roll against a foe, you can change that hit into a critical hit. So we are going to be doing a critical hit with our initial rounds. And if we do manage to kill a target, we are going to be doing another critical hit on the next target using our Killer's Sweetheart Ring. Now, I'm pretty sure these are bugged somehow, because every time I, like, let's say I move this over here and move it back. Oh, it's this one, sorry. I move rings. Oh, I guess it's not doing it anymore. Either way. I don't really trust the damage numbers on these. It's better to see it in action, so we're going to cut to that now. And before we do, thank you very much for watching. If you have made it this far, I really appreciate it. Leave a like and comment, and let me know if you want any other specific builds in the future. Bye-bye. So, the Helsing build. We're going to pick a fight with these guys here. I'm going to show off the build real quick. Let's just start with just an attack. Just a normal attack. Using Lucky of Farm Routes to guarantee a critical. So we got 5 enemies. We're going to continue on with our attack of this guy. God, this is a terrible location. And then we're going to use our action surge and continue the attack. Now that we killed an enemy, we do get Executioner from our ring, guaranteeing an additional crit. We get close, as you can see, we can do damage while we're close. Now we've ended our turn, we can't do anything else. We're going to pop Evasive Footwork to give the enemies disadvantage on melee attacks against us. Ending turn. Oh, that was a big damage. But that is alright. We have second wind. But we're not going to use it right now. I'm going to turn off dual wield automatic, and we're just going to use one attack at a time. This is our ranged attack. We'll take out this guy because he's doing a lot of damage to us. I'm going to pop a precision attack. Your next weapon attack gets an attack roll bonus equal to your superiority dice, which is amazing. We're going to go with our secondary because the secondary actually gains more damage than the primary. Only 19, unfortunately. We're going to go with a precision shot now. Now, precision shot does get additional damage if it does succeed its roll. You can see all these guys are level 10. And that's our riposte in action right there, taking that guy out. Now it looks like we have mainly ranged enemies. That means the evasive footworks won't be proccing. Means we need to relocate and get up in their faces. So I'm going to use my teleport ability. Now you can use misstep or whatever you have available, but we're going to be using Hellcrawler at the moment. Get up there, get in range of them, set them on fire. I'm going to use a bonus action to heal up. And then we are going to take out this guy. We will use a disarming attack for this one. Additional damage, and it missed. That sucks. I'm going to use a menacing attack now. 28 damage on hit. Finishing turn. As you can see with high dexterity, we are dodging a lot of the attacks. Now they've procced the displace cloak, which is lovely. At the beginning of the wearer's turn, the cloak activates. So every single turn we get an additional advantage to our defense. We have run out of our superiority dice, so we can no longer use our specialty attacks. But that is okay, we won't need them. We're going to go with a primary attack here. And another primary. Now, the secondary, which as I said, does more damage. Ah, missed. God, that was terrible damage. Now only 2 enemies left, and we've almost won this fight. Let's see. Can I perform a sneak attack? Don't have advantage on that guy or that guy. Okay. 65% chance, 90% chance. Path is interrupted. We're going to move over here. Just so this guy can't hit us next turn. Then, if we can get a target on him, we're going to attack this guy. 20 damage in one hit. 22. Moving on to our secondary. 20. And if this one lands, it should be dead. Boom. As you can see, every single turn without action surge, you're getting 4 attacks, which do around 20 damage each time. Obviously, they are variables. Alright, let's finish this guy off. Head up here. We may as well turn back to dual wielding mode and just let loose. This guy's guy seems very tanky. Uncanny dodge and evasion. No wonder. Ah, well. He's still gonna die. Unfortunately, not as fast as the others. Oh, that hit. But that is okay. It's over for him. And there we go. That is the Van Helsing build. Hope you enjoyed. And I will see you guys in the next video.